3-hour movie.
Yeah.
The longest movie I've ever been to was The Hobbit.
You guys, we're not gonna like.
Are you recording?
Yeah.
I should record too, but
It's not like we're spending the whole day together as friends. We're not gonna like fuck in the end, unless
Well,
you
we
like.
don't know
And I mean, one thing might lead to another. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Hey, let me position this.
Oh my god, I don't want to put your arm on the fucking table.
It's the two weaklings. They're going to arm wrestle.
It's supposed to be on.
Okay.
I said the two weaklings.
Your hand is cold.
All right.
My hand's bigger than yours because I actually have bigger hands.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, dude, you're so weak.
I didn't try.
Try.
I don't want to.
All right.
No, try.
3,
really don't.
2, 1, go.
I don't want to.
No, actually try. Because you were talking about, you're guessing that I'm the weak.
Let's go, you do it.
No, okay, record me now.
Fuck you, put my face out of the camera.
Yeah, no, just don't record his face. Record just our arms in my face. Okay.
Why is your fucking arm so tall?
I have no idea.
1, 2, go.
What the fuck countdown was that? It was a count up.
Just lose, Julian.
No, I go.
Are you doing the Jurassic Park?
After you laid it.
Jurassic World.
Do it, man. Are you fucking recording me?
Yeah.
I'm just joking. I'm not gonna do that.
Okay, truce. No more hitting.
Okay, Tris.
So, time to talk. What are you gonna
Here's what I
say?
think. This movie might be good, but it's not gonna be better than Black Panther or Spider-Verse. Okay, I said it.
Okay.
What the fuck you want, huh? The fuck you want? You wanna go, man? You wanna fucking go?
Infinity War wasn't that good. Like, I'll be honest, it wasn't that good.
And Josh Brolin as Thanos, it didn't work out.
Josh Brolin's a really good actor. I mean, I don't think they could have chosen anybody better. I think they could have written the character more faithfully and
Exactly.
things like that. Yeah, but I don't know. I think this movie actually will be in my top 5 MCU movies, but Infinity War is not. Infinity War was just very.
But do you think it's gonna be better than Guardians of the Galaxy?
No. Guardians of the Galaxy is my favorite MCU movie. I don't think it's going to be better than Black Panther or Guardians of the Galaxy. But that's other than that, it has potential.
Oh
but,
my god, that's a sexy ass picture of me.
But Infinity War was pretty disappointing. It was and it was also overrated. Like, a lot of people like it, and a lot of people thought it was their favorite movie of 2018. I did not agree with that at all. What do you have to say?
Josh Brolin stuffed in the Infinity War.
Okay,
The
okay.
story was
Okay, but is he a good actor?
Yes, he is a great actor. And just like Julian said, they couldn't pick anyone more perfectly.
Bill, what was it? I forget the name.
Bill Graves.
Bill's Graves. Like, it's good, but it's not as good as this. It's not even close. It's better than like Wendy's and McDonald's, Burger King, and stuff like that. White Castle, but it's not as good as this. It's not. We heard that. Bro, how can you not finish that?
What? Finish what?
Bro, I ate mine and half of mine.
Do you want this?
Oh no!
I'm not biting your...
Dusty Grummat. Look at you.
Now, usually my plot summaries are going to be pretty long and informal, but since I don't want to give away spoilers or anything like that, this one is going to be pretty vague and basic. So they're trying to bring back everybody who died in Infinity War, and they're trying to stop Thanos, and this involves going back in time and people dying and things like that. But other than that, that's all I'm going to say. And the cast of this movie is really good. They've always been spot on with casting choices. Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, Mark Ruffalo, Tom Holland, Brie Larson, Scarlett Johansson, Jeremy Renner. The list goes on, okay? Just everybody in this movie's amazing. Don Cheadle, just Bradley Cooper, like everybody's just great in this movie, okay? And that was to be expected, you know? They didn't exceed my expectations in any way because they were great in the other MCU movies. And yeah, that's all I have to kind of say about that. And next is my rating of the movie. My rating of this movie is 3.5 out of 5. And that is 7 out of 10. But my rating is 3.5 out of 5. And that's because their directing is pretty good. I did notice that there's actually two kind of types of directing. I don't know if that's because there's two people directing this movie, but there's actually kind of two different types, you know, and the battles are just 1 versus 1. It's kind of very, you know, filled with motion. You know, there's a lot of movement, you know, but you still get a, you know, idea of what's going on in the scene. But in the big fights, where it's more than one person versus another person, then it'll kind of hold a shot. It might move a little bit so you see everything, but because it's a lot's going on, it's not going to move too much. That's a very, very smart directing decision. The writing in this movie is just so great. There's few laugh out loud scenes, but the Russell brothers knew when to incorporate comedy into this movie, and the action is awesome. Like I said, it's directed very well, and that goes a long way with action, especially when it's something big like this, you know, and it's more than just a 1 versus 1 fight or something like a lot of the fights were in this movie. You know, just the drama, you know, just the sad scenes. There are quite a bit of sad scenes that are just done so well. You know, written, directed, acted just so well. You know, and this movie could not have done that better, I don't think, especially for a superhero movie with a lot of characters. I used to say, actually, when Civil War came out, I think I actually said this, that you can't do a perfect superhero movie where it's a bunch of people. It gets too complicated and convoluted, and, you know, it gets too kind of, how should I say, it gets too crowded, I think is the best way to say it. Civil War did feel a little bit too crowded, so did Infinity War, but Endgame did not, and that's probably the best thing I can say about this movie, that they had a lot of the right measures when it came to things like that, and I love this movie. And this movie is in my top 5 favorite MCU movies, like I said that it might have been previously. It is there, but I don't know exactly where it is. I would have to say that it's probably going to be number 3, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But yeah, it's a really, really good movie. I really do recommend it. But I will say that if you haven't seen all the MCU movies, that you have to see Infinity War, of course, and then Captain America. Those are probably the 2 big ones that you have to see before seeing this movie. And also, I would also like to give a shout out to the person who's in this video, Demetrius, who was the first person I arm wrestled, and the person who I was talking about Endgame while at the movies before we went in the theater room. I would like to give a shout out to his channel. His channel is Crash Cooper. There will be a link in the description below. But yeah.